Come in, gentlemen.
Spread out.
Let's start this hunt in Walmart. See what we can find on this nice warm day. See if we can heat it up with some movies. We're going to sneak up on the new release rack. I don't think there's any new releases, but we'll look. They still got Avatar, the Blu-ray for $24. They've sold out of the 4K. They got the 3 movie pack for $40 on Blu-ray. We still got Wuthering Heights. That's the wrong price. It's $29 for the 4K. They still got the 4K of It, Welcome to Derry, $40 for the 4K. They still got Hoppers on Blu-ray. I picked that up in the hall. If you look, the UK 4K Steelbook. They got Bambi the Reckoning from the Poonaverse. Marty Supreme down there. Let's go over to the side and see what we can find. Do have some Steelbooks. There's the Mandalorian. They got the Flintstones for $32.96. Escape from LA is $29. Still got Alligator. Got Top Gun 40th anniversary. There's 10 Cloverfield Lane and the Warriors. So they sold out of the Conan. There's Predator Badlands on DVD. Zootopia on Blu-ray. One Blu-ray out of this protective case and one in. Let's go over here. There's Predator Wastelands. I'm going to show you this because there's a reason. That's the Asylum version of Predator. The back cover always looking better than the movie itself. Let me get it back in there. Homestead. But yeah, I'm going to show you an unboxing that involves that on the channel this week. We Bury the Dead. Christie on DVD. There's another Asylum title. Moby Dick. Earthquake, a third Asylum title. Asylum Taken Over. Jurassic Reborn. Is that a fourth one? Holy shit. Then we got Trap House, Icefall. Those are some DVDs that had Blu-ray releases, just don't show up in Walmart. They got the multi-movie collections over here. Tron, The Conjuring. Everything looks to be mostly DVD though. Yeah, Housemaid down there on Blu-ray. Ted and Ted 2 for $10. What is this? 75th anniversary of I Love Lucy. That's only the DVD though. But got a spider wrap on it, tearing the shit out of the slipcover. And there's Peter Pan's Neverland Nightmare. A lot of Poonaverse up in here as well. So these are movies that are basically sort of new releases, or like the last round before they move back here. What is that? Tom and Jerry, SpongeBob, Teen Titan down to $20. Let's move on. So the little TV section here is shrinking. This was right up next to the Steelbooks at one point. Not seeing a whole lot here. I'm going fast. Let me know in the comments if you see anything new. Got Power Rangers is at $30. There's that He-Man She-Ra set. A repackage of the individual stuff. I think He-Man's getting a Blu-ray release soon, so your mileage may vary if you want those DVDs. Ted Lasso, South Park. Brooklyn Nine-Nine, $40. Is that only DVD? Yeah. But oh well. Let's see. Blue Bloods. Andy Griffith. Still got that Bonanza set. Baywatch. Hey, Doctor Who. Didn't they cancel the current version of Doctor Who? And then they still got a few of these slipcovers here. Just show you really quick. Jaws down there. Greatest movie ever. And the anime stuff beside it. So there's where the Art the Clown would be. And there's Halloween Resurrection. They got these Kid Robot Family Guy figures. I remember these used to be like worth a lot, especially if you found the Chase ones. I don't even see any Chase ones listed on there, so.
I'd rather watch paint dry. Nice.
Two versions of Superman. Got the Superman Returns one and Superman with light vision, whatever they call it. Got some Pops, X-Men. There's Robin from Batman 66. There's a Grogu eating. Oh, look, we got some Universal Pops. Hey, Doug, look here. You got a patchwork Frankenstein and a patchwork Bride. Those are kind of cool looking. And who else is down here? Dracula. I wouldn't be very interested in those. They got buttons for eyes, but either way. On the flip side, you got the horror section, which doesn't look like it's gotten any restock at all. The main things people bought were the Terrifiers things. I don't see where a lot of that stuff is being sold. This is the $5 section in this Walmart. Dragonfly is an old Universal release. Got When Harry Met Sally, Ghost Ship. That's got one of the greatest intros in movie history. With some other ones? Put in the comments down below. Freedom. Any Blu-rays or movies that I don't recognize here? They got a second $5 section, which I have no clue why. So you give up an end cap that had slip covers and you get this Out of the Vault Rewind. Those are always nice to get. A bunch of collection of Nick cartoons. Streets of Fire. Very random title. Sick. And then on the way back to the toys, they had this display of Toy Story 5. So you got some Pops. Here's a couple of the new characters. Lily Pad. Smarty Pants. And then they got some other stuff over here. What we got? Oh, these are those like popcorn bowl things where you get a container. You get 2 mini bowls. You get the bucket, the bowls, the popcorn, and some flavor packets. So it looks like they got Buzz Lightyear. That's probably the one I would get, or Woody. Down there, Woody's at the bottom. So they got several of those. And then they got, look, you got Buzz Lightyear wanting to join the Star Wars universe. We got some plush. Does anybody buy these big plushy things? Look at that. More Toy Story plush. Shit, that's Pokemon. Is plush coming back in style? Look at here. What do they call those things? Squishmallows or some shit? I don't even know. I'm out of that loop. And I'm not worried about getting back into it. Look, Constrictor. They got a new Secret Wars. I used to collect those small Secret Wars figures back in the 80s. I still got some. Would you guys like to see some of that stuff? Falcon is always cool. I actually had a Falcon and I sold that damn thing. I wished I hadn't. The original vintage one, I mean. So Spider-Man spoiling the shit out of having Hulk in the movie. There's a nice new dog pool Wolverine. And look, make your own Forky. Just what everybody wants. Easy to make and display. Jurassic Park. Batman Squishmallow shit. Well, they got a Batman 89 one there. And there's a Joker figure. Damn, the WWE stuff is sparse. A Greatest Hits Punk. A Greatest Hits Roman. We got a LA Knight, Seth Rollins Money in the Bank 2-pack. They got that WrestleMania submission set. Once that gets clearance, I might think about getting that. Not worth $75. Here's the Masters of the Universe. They got Battle Cap for $20. Got Skeletor, Skell Knight. Before we leave, let's look at this Skeletor mask. It speaks.
Is that all you've got?
That's kind of cool.
Eternia shall witness my rise. That sword is mine. Fools! I am Skeletor.
It needs to say, remember! Yeah, remember when this stuff was regular price and now it's clearanced. So what do they got clearance-wise back here hiding in the corner? A Shredder figure. Those UFC figures. Remember these? Nobody's buying that shit. $8.50 for some of those. You got a Super Friends. This is just a hodgepodge of mess. $20 is not clearance for that.
That price is too high.
Some pops. $6. I think it needs to be like $2. Some mystery 101 Dalmatians. No thank you. Any other mystery figures? I might would buy some of those. Look at this. Godzilla. 11. That's not bad. If it was like 5, I'd get it. Just to put in the background. Look, they got some DC stuff back here. $10 for that one. What else is back here? $14 for that one. That's one of the deluxe ones, I guess. They do have some mini Beetlejuice figures. $7. That's not clearance. Come on now. You could do better than that. Phantom of the Opera, $21. That should be like $10 and I might would get it. Oh well. Hey look, and then they had some clearance over here in this section. They got the Twisted Metal popsicle things. Does anybody fucking buy any of that stuff? I don't think so. They do have this Chucky. I know a lot of people finding that horror stuff clearance, so keep your eyes out for that stuff. So let's go into Target and see what they might have today. Yeah, I'm always a poet and didn't know it. I'm very intrigued about these ballers, man. I like the figures, but the mystery aspect, I'd end up with getting fucking Roman Reigns. I don't want him, but look at there. Acknowledge me. Yeah, all you collectors, pop culture hunters, movie hunters, you need to acknowledge me.
Acknowledge me.
Let's make our way to the wrestling figures. A little sparse. They do have Royal Rumble Ultimate Warrior there. That's Bill Corey Graves. Legends. This Legends line at least sold a little better than the last. Now those Piper's Pit aren't. I'm waiting for that to be clearanced. Little Star Wars action. Nobody's buying the crossover between Godzilla and Turtles. I don't know why anybody thought that was a good idea. There's some Forky. Yeah, get the fork out of here, man. Try me. Where's the button?
Not this again. You know, the future and the past sound great, but I like the now. I get to spend time with you.
He just keeps fucking talking, don't he? Her button ain't working either way. My wife gets pissed when I come in the store and I do all these buttons. I push them and make all the things talk or whatever, but it's all about having some damn fun coming up in here, man. It would just be boring as hell if I just walked in here and walked around and it didn't try to have some fun. Not just for you guys, just for myself. I did that with that sword last time we were in here. So they didn't add anything to the Masters of the Universe stuff. Over here in the DC section, we got some, that's one of the new figures, the Flash. It's a little dented in, but I like those bargain figures, man. The cheap lot wave there, it's like, what, $12? And then they got some of the normal DC stuff, a little Batman action, Martian Manhunter, Robin, the villain up there from Supergirl. Any of you guys going to see Supergirl? Then they got some more stashed over here. Starman, I think these are the ones we saw last week. Yep. Eclipso, we saw that in Walmart. So there's some new ones. Oops. I'll fix them. I'll stack them back up. Gotta clean up so you guys don't get pissed at me. What's up here? Master of the Universe. I like the budget line of these, I think, better than the Chronicles. That Skeletor is pretty damn wicked. Mecha-neck. I like them. That Battle Cats with the Chronicles, then their Secret Wars. They are, I guess each store's got their own. There's the Daredevil. And then I like this one. Spider-Man alien costume. And over here on this end cap, Spider-Man Brand New Day. Some of the new figures. There's the Scorpion. And there's the Hulk, if you didn't know the Hulk's in the movie. Probably some little mystery figures. Got a 3-pack there. Got the Hulk hand. So yeah. Don't go into any stores if you want movies spoiled these days. You never know what you're going to find in here. Look, they got this Sega Genesis stuff. Oh, it looks like a Genesis and turns into a playset. That's kind of cool. They got the little ones down there for $11.99. We've seen that Sonic in Walmart. There's Street Fighter. That's kind of cool. It opens up. It's like a cartridge and it's like a little diorama. Yeah, fuck Target and all this trimming down of the collection.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know how this machine worked.
Yeah, they never have anything in here anymore. Dragon Ball Z. All this little miniature shit. Very little NECA in my store. Well, unless it's turtles. But they can have those fugglers or whatever they're called. Some Spawn up there. Supervillain Joker. The phone is back to regular price. Got Pops. The Pop section is about half of what it was, which is good because nobody's buying Pops anymore. They got the Toy Story ones. We saw most of those in Walmart. They do have a Ghostface, Target Con, Deadpool without his mask. Hey, I thought I'd show you this. I missed this one and I was walking out of the store. They do have that Dogpool Deadpool set as well. I don't know if that's worth $40 though. It might be the wrong price. I don't think that's $40, and those things are actually still regular price in here. Oh well, crazy. So Barnes and Noble. It's a rainy day, wet day. Let's see what we can find up in Barnes and Noble. They got the big Harry Potter Lego display up front. And then right behind it, they got the little movie section. This is 50% off. I'm assuming it's still Lionsgate stuff because there's Dirty Dancing, Flight Risk, Hunger Games, John Wick, Shogun. Any fucking Blu-rays? Where's the Blu-rays at? They do have these $10 Overlord. They restocked that. Hansel and Gretel, $10. So got your $10 4Ks. Quiet Place, that's a Blu-ray. And over here, on sale titles. Well, it's the budget stuff. So Friday the 13th's cool. It's good to see a 40% off Kino right there. Conan, Wuthering Heights is 40% off. And a little DVD section, basically their $5 bin. I'm not looking through here, but looks like it's a lot of Paramount titles. And on this end, featured titles. They do have War Games, Better Off Dead. At least there's some 4K stuff up here. And this section here, what's on this end cap? Fallout, E.T.'s 50% off. There's The Great Outdoors. Same shit as last week. Let's see if they added anything over here. Mission Impossible, Pale Rider. Downsizing is $10. Ben-Hur. Daddy's Home 2 is $10. Maxine is 50% off. There's that Lost City. That's got a 4K, a Blu-ray, a DVD, and a digital code for $10. Pretty damn good. There's that Pusher. I still need to do that video about that rant from eBay that involved that. Friday the 13th Part 2 is over here with a slipcover. They restocked Daddy's Home. It's actually got a nice slipcover this time for $10. I don't think I have that on 4K. It looked like it got drenched in water last time we saw that. K2, they got the Core for $10. Howard's End. One of you guys were telling me Dogma. That's part of that Lionsgate sale, but I might have to pick that up for $10. That's a nice slipcover. Yeah, Dogma is part of the 50% off sale because it's Lionsgate. Little Nicky, 40-Year-Old Virgin. You have to admit, my store is like really small and they still do have a decent selection. It's just I wish they would get Criterion's back in here like that one up there. And look, that shit's been in here forever. Are they ever going to clearance those James Bond titles? American Pie, I saw the cover for the new American Pie 2 Steelbook. It looks like garbage. Yeah, hot garbage. There's another $10 4K. Catch Me If You Can. Wayne's World down there. Hey, they restocked Predator Badlands on 4K Steelbook. It's expensive, but hey, it was no matter what. So you have to check the app or their site and see if it was on sale. I'm not sure. All right, what do they got over here? Hey, they moved these script books over here. You got Midsommar. The Lobster is a very underrated movie. I haven't heard a lot of people talk about that movie. 20th Century Women, Midsommar, whatever. So those are cool. Got some Lego sets over here. Look at those big NASCAR helmets. Damn. I'm assuming that's NASCAR or is that F1. Either way, I don't care. So over here, the television. I was talking about that Doctor Who they canceled. The new one. So I know the second season's supposed to be out. I don't see it here. Second season series of that guy. I didn't pretty much care for him, so I kind of wasn't surprised. I'm an old school Doctor Who guy. Tom Baker. Alicia Silverstone. I always look at that. I want to see that show. Has anybody seen it? Let me know what you think of it. And then they got the Star Wars stuff. Superman. Not Star Wars, sorry. Star Trek stuff. Discovery was not my cup of tea either. Got the, oh, they moved the anime stuff down here on the bottom two shelves. I wonder why. Let me look down here. Did they get rid of something else? Yeah, there's something new down there. Why is the Ty West stuff back in the television and children's section? Right next to Avatar. That's funny. That's pretty new. I remember seeing people buying that. What else they got? Alice in Wonderland Blu-ray. They don't have the 4K. There's Lightyear. Did anybody get Lightyear? I think I've got that on a Steelbook. Oh, no, they got A24 titles down there. What did they do? Cram some other stuff over there on the edge? There are a few of these that I need. I need to get the 4K Heretic. I ended up getting the Blu-ray, and I liked the movie enough to where I think I want the 4K. The Cell got re-released. Dark City. There's Inner Space, Creepshow, Westworld. A24. Arrow Video kicked ass this past year and continues it into this year. Oh, no, they done started putting all the A24 stuff in security cases. So what is this one? Damn. Room 666. Is that A24? Warfare got a different cover on it. It's 4K and it's Blu-ray. Lamb is good. Got some nice Arrow titles there. The Mass, Salem's Lot. So they're beefing their inventory back up. So what is this shit over here that they are piling up into the store in this box? Fragile. Oh my, is this K-pop stuff? What in the wide world of sports? Oh my God. So they're taking up valuable physical media. Well, I guess this is physical media, but either way. Valuable space it used to be for A24 stuff. I will show you this. Swordfish. That was one of the movies that I saw. You know why we like Swordfish, right?
And what did it to me was these big titties she had. For a 13-year-old girl, man, she wouldn't have had to worry about no titties for the rest of her life, boy. You know, she was set.
Yeah, for Halle Berry. But it is a pretty good movie, though. So I wanted to spotlight that. So we're going to spotlight a title every once in a while. And over here on the end cap. And then they got a bunch of CDs, audiobooks. And here's where the media starts as far as movies. Good Boy. Cold storage on Blu-ray. There is a 4K of that, just so you know. The Coneheads. I never got Conclave. Christie. There's a different movie called Christie that I really do like. Gene Hackman and Uncommon Valor. That's a very underrated movie. I highly recommend that. And Castaway. I guess we're never going to get a 4K of that now that Disney owns Fox. So, Hand to Rock's Cradle. That's a good budget title. Goodfellas. That Grease 3-pack is an excellent deal for $10. Gone with the Wind's only $8. I'm going to highlight some of these budget ones in here. So, because if anybody's just starting up a collection, this is a good place to go get some good Blu-rays. All the Mission Impossible movies are in here. Begonia, that used to be 40% off. They still got the 4K marked at 40% off. The Bone Collector, very good Denzel Washington movie. Friday the 13th Part 2, stickers all over the slipcover. I did a pet peeves video about that. Look, we got some Arrow Video, GI Samurai. I don't own that, haven't bought it. Hey, look at there. That Mel Gibson movie is 50% off now. I might have to check that out. Huh. I kept saying I was going to buy it. Remember every time I pick that up? I'm going to get a couple titles in here, and you guys can see in the haul what I ended up picking up. Some Kino stuff. Always good for Kino Lorebird titles in Barnes & Noble. In Arrow Video. There's Big Lebowski Without a Slip. One of you guys told me that was a good Western, Bend of the River. I'm just not into Westerns very much. I haven't tried. I mean, I've tried to like them. The Andromeda Strain, I'll wait until that's 50% off. I didn't pick that up. So we got the Airplane Saga. Airplane, Airplane 2, and Airport all right there together. Eon Flux in the Steelbook. That's a very underrated movie. 10 Cloverfield Lane, but get that in Walmart. It's cheaper. Dance of the Wolves. Why is a spider wrap on a Steelbook with no security case? I don't know. Don't Tell Mom Babysitter's Dead. That's we need a Blu-ray of that at least. Or the 4K snobs would be like, no, we want a 4K of it. I'd settle for a Blu-ray of it. That Lethal Weapon, that's not on sale anymore. Ray on 4K. Pretty in Pink. Transformer set. And I was doing everything to try to avoid setting the alarm off a lot in this video, like I always do. I'm going to scan the shelves and show you it all. You guys can let me know if there's anything you want me to pick out and look at closer next time. Nashville from Paramount's there. North by Northwest still has a slipcover. One battle after another. Some people are finding the Steelbook in Barnes & Noble, so don't give up hope. If you don't want to buy the UK one that I unboxed in my video. They do have all the Pink Panther movies in here on Blu-ray and 4K, so that's nice to see. Pretty in Pink in Blu-ray and 4K. Jackie Brown, I think that's 50% off. It's a good time to buy that. Pulp Fiction, Kill Bill, any of those is part of the 50% off sale. They do have Housemaid 40% off. That's Blu-ray though. There is a 4K of that. They do have a ton of Pops. Chucky up there. Look, I've noticed this one. So I wasn't expecting to find an Art the Clown shelf sitter. So it's like he's sitting down and you can put it on the shelf sitting that way. So we got Art the Clown, $16 though. Deadpool. They got any other ones that are like that? That's a kind of a neat idea. Oh man, I'm not going to pay $16 though for a Pop. Yeah, they got another one here at Ghostface. So it's like Ghostface. Are they taking a shit sitting down? What are they doing? Nosferatu. What else? Oh, look at there. My favorite character, Oscar the Grouch. All right, I think that's about it. And there's another Ghostface. Let's get out of here before I end up buying a Pop. Hey everybody, we're looking online now. These would be the releases that came out on June 9th. We're going to start out with a comedy classic there, The Burbs in 4K. I'll go ahead and tell you a little sneak preview, a spoiler as they say. I've already gotten that and watched it, so you'll see it in the haul video. Great transfer, great sound on that one. I highly recommend, if you like The Burbs, that you go ahead and buy that one. Communion, really good movie from back in the day with Christopher Walken. Scream 4, 4K Steelbook. So Scream 4 gets a Steelbook there and a slipcover version right beside it. And I know there's a lot of controversy, everybody getting those Scream 4 Steelbooks damaged. Was yours scratched up? I'll show you mine in the haul video. The Patriot gets a 4K Steelbook release. I actually kind of like that movie. I'm not big into period piece films usually. That's probably why I don't like Westerns, but I don't know, for some reason I actually like that movie. Bowfinger gets a 4K from Shout Select. Steve Martin and Eddie Murphy. That movie is really quirky. A lot of people don't like that one if you're an Eddie Murphy fan, but I actually do. So I'll probably end up getting that one. Notting Hill gets a 4K release. Marlowe is an Arrow Video release that's coming out. Steven Spielberg, the Spotlight Collection. Everybody wants to know, Jeff Mann, are you going to get the Steven Spielberg collection? Well, you know my favorite movie is Jaws, so you probably know the answer to that, but wait until the haul video. Sailor Moon gets some Blu-ray love. Dead Mountaineers Hotel 4K. I have no clue what that is. West Indies, The Fugitive. I can't read the whole title there, but I'm not familiar with that, but that's a Criterion release. Birds of Prey, Arcane League of Legends Season 2. We get A Magnificent Life. Some more anime stuff. The Affairs of Anatole. Not sure what that is. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles trilogy. Can I assume that's getting more of a non special edition release from Arrow, or is it just a re-release? Some more anime. Lorne, the legend behind Saturday Night Live, gets a documentary, and I'm really interested in seeing that one. So I'll probably end up getting that one for sure. Vertigo for a Killer. The Gay Desperado. Yeah, that joke writes itself. I'm not saying anything else.
Oh, you're going straight to hell for that one.
The Chronicles of Riddick 4K release. Hattori, some Iron Maiden love there. We get a re-release of The Cell, I'm assuming. Maybe it's got the corrected discs in it. You don't have to worry about that stuff. There's the Gay Desperado. I'm assuming one of those was 4K. I don't know what's the difference in those. Either way. Here, Death at Love House. I'm not familiar with that. Is that the one of the Charlie's Angels there? Huh, weird. What else we got here? Night of Bloody Horror, Narc 4K. I really love Narc. Diana, a definitive portrait. Jaws Steelbook, Close Encounter Steelbook. The Trouble with Turkle. What in the hell is that? We'll look ahead here. There's a release of Bride of the Reanimator. You get all those different ones there. You get the... did anybody order that? Let me know if you've already gotten it. I guess that's what I was going to say. So I will tell you this, if we go back up a little bit, that Monty Python came out in between weeks. But there's some... I don't know if I want to do a rant or not, but up here you get some TerraVision movies that came out last week, which I didn't get them on, in time to show in the haul. You got 90s Nightmares, Shoestring Slashers. I can't remember if Patchwork was one of them, but either way, what is with these online retailers getting the shit and early enough to get it to people before the direct seller gets their copies to people? It just doesn't seem fair. I don't know. Maybe that's the subject of a rant. Like, how does people that order it from like Orbit have theirs and I ordered my shit direct and I still don't have it? It's just ridiculous. So maybe I got a rant video coming up about, the damn stuff with the Lionsgate limited damage in your Steelbooks and all that stuff. I don't know. Maybe I just need another rant video to get it out of my system. What do you guys think? Put it in the comments down below. Do you want a Jeff Man 316 rant video? You'll get one. All right, let's go ahead and close out this video, and then we'll move on to the next one. So what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I am Jeff Man 316, your pop culture reporter. There's even a sign back there with my name on it, but the sign says Jeff Man 316 Live. That's where you and I join up right here. Usually Sunday nights around 9 p.m. Eastern. We'll watch along the movie, talk about pop culture, physical media, and then, or just like I said, pop culture as in this hunt. It isn't just a movie hunt, it's a pop culture hunt. Weeks like last week and this week, there aren't a lot of new release movies, but you still go out there and have some fun. You can go out and find action figures, WWE, DC. You can find some horror collectibles. We saw Terrifier. We saw Pops. I don't buy as much of that stuff because I'm just running out of room, but hey, I'm really selective, but I do still find some stuff. So, you know, Walmart's got that cool display that, you know, Day of the Dead's getting ready to come out. They got some Day of the Dead NECA figures. You can always find NECA figures in Walmart. I've been looking for that Terrifier 3 figure. Somebody was able to help me get one of those. But, you know, still looking. You got the Michael Myers Resurrection figure that's in Walmart. My Target doesn't have quite as much as far as NECA as it used to, but they do tend to get wrestling figures and DC figures, as you saw. New Masters of the Universe toys are out. So there's all kinds of stuff that we can go out there and look for. It isn't always about the physical media, but that's what I'm trying to collect the most of these days. Moving some stuff around. You might see I got old Mikey right there behind me. So one day I'll actually get this room a little organized and I'll show it off in a video. One of the other videos that I did just recently post was when I went and looked in a Mission thrift store. So watch that video, please. I just posted the movie haul video. Sorry, it was a little bit late, of last week's releases. And obviously I got some from this week that I'm collecting right here that would have been this week's releases that I'll do. And so you'll see that as well. I got a Valoria Video unboxing. I always talk about Valoria Video. Great online retailer. They've helped me a lot recently. I owe them 2 unboxings, so maybe I'll do a 2 as Chuck Woolery. That's easy for me to say. I'm leaving it in there. Chuck Woolery would say 2 and 2. You remember who that is? So yeah, I'm leaving in the blooper. But either way, got 2 of those that I may, like I said, maybe I'll combine into one video. And then I've got another video of somebody who wanted me to promote something, and then that way I can let you guys know how you can buy it. That's going to come up as well. I'm not going to spoil it right here, but it's coming up soon. So lots of cool stuff on the channel. My affiliate link for Valoria Videos down below. Get yourself 10% off your first purchase there by using the code JEVMAN316. My social media is down there in my eBay store. I've been selling a shitload of wrestling figures and stuff to fund all this physical media and other pop culture goodies. So support me any way you can. The easiest way to do it, though, is liking the videos that you watch. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. Do all that normal YouTube stuff. I really appreciate it when you guys support me in any way possible. And then after you do that, make sure you subscribe. It's free of charge. We have fun here. Come over, watch the live streams, watch all the videos, watch my shorts, like my movie, out of theater reactions and all that kind of stuff. And hit the notification bell once you subscribe, and you'll know when I post new videos. So until next time, boys and girls, this has been JevMan316. I'm your pop culture reporter. I'm signing out saying you guys be safe out there.
And she was looking good, son.
That's the truth, baby.